Hi everyone, I'm here to do another entry in my junk journal, and I am so sorry it's been a while since I journaled. If I could span this camera around this room, you would see why. I'm in the midst of getting ready for a Christmas craft sale, and every corner of this room is full of crafts, and it's been really fun. But this morning I woke up and I was sort of lying in bed contemplating the days to come. And by the time I put up my next video, I will have had a very big birthday, as I am turning 16 in a couple of weeks. Not even in a couple of weeks, in about 10 days. So I thought, you know what? I was just contemplating on all the things that I've learned over my 60 years. And again, I'm going to work as I talk. I'm just working on a plain page in my art journal, because I saw this technique and I want to try it. I don't know if it's going to turn out, but it'll be fun trying. And I tore this page out of this book I bought at a garage sale, and it was a woman's book. And on this page it says, "She is I." And I thought, oh, perfect for the page I want to do. So I want to do a page about all the things that I have learned. And again, these are lessons I've learned. They may not apply to everybody, but it's things I've learned that have got me to be 60 years old. So I thought, instead of crafting today, that I'm actually going to do this. So I'm just carrying this. Is a great book because it's really, really, really old, and the pages tear perfectly. I didn't want to use one of the pages that had background scrapbook paper on it already, because I was going to be putting this in there. So anyway, I made a list. After I brushed my teeth, took my shower, I made a list of the things that I felt that I have learned. And so in no particular order, I'm going to read you guys my list. So one of the first things I learned that is about your friends. Like when you're younger, it's important to some people the amount of friends they have around them. But as you get older, I'm just putting this book aside for a second. I'm going to take another page of text from the exact same book, and I'm going to start drawing, which is not something you normally see me do. Anyway, as you get older, you start to realize that it is not the number of friends at all that is important. It is, you only need a few really good quality friends that you can count on. You know they're there in your life, and you know you can tell them the good, the bad, and the ugly, and they're still going to love you. And it doesn't matter what you do. You can have good days, bad days. These people are still going to love you. So that's something that I've learned. And I've been fortunate enough to still have friends that I've had since I was in the 4th grade. Another thing that I've learned is that you need to be more flexible in who you are. And I'm talking about, for me anyway, I grew up during when the 70s were just quite the thing, like, you know, women's lib and all that kind of stuff. And so I just thought, I am woman, hear me roar, you can't mess with me, you know, thought I was so big and bad and all that. And then again, when I needed other people and needed the help of other people, it was very, very, very hard for me. And I was very resistant to help from other people. And then I realized, you know what? You got to be more flexible. And now that I am more flexible, I don't feel that I'm any weaker as a woman. As a matter of fact, I think I'm even stronger and wiser in recognizing I don't think it's strong to act like you can do everything on your own. I think you're much better off if the strength comes in asking people for help and appreciating it. So I've become much more flexible, and with that flexibility I've been able to kind of let love in. I've never been a hugger type. Like I don't like it when people hug me. because I don't like empty hugs, but I have come to realize that since I've had my grandchildren, nothing empty about those hugs. Just love them. So yeah, let love in, and it just makes you feel that much better. So you can probably see here, I'm trying to draw a portrait of myself here with this pencil, and I used a stencil, and it looks like this, and it's just got a whole bunch of little circles, and I just keep it in my art journaling pile of stuff. And something else I've learned, that sometimes it is what it is. Life is just what it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no solution to it. It just is what it is. So buckle up and enjoy the ride, because complaining about it is not going to change it. Just sort of look on it, even if it's not a good thing, look on it as just an adventure in your life, and see that you know that if it's a bad thing, that something better's coming around the corner. What else have I learned? Let's see, I wrote things down. Be comfortable. My girlfriend just came over, my neighbor, she's in the craft sale with us, and she came over, and I was telling her I was going to do this video, and she says, on Sundays, I don't wear any makeup or any underwear. And I just thought that was so funny, because she says, yeah, on Sundays, she works during the week, and she's like, I just want to be comfortable. And I said, you know what, I'm going to include that in my video. So if you want to just let the girls be free for a day, go right ahead and see how freeing that is. What else did I put? Oh, free yourself. That goes right into what I was talking about. Not just because I'm going to be 60 doesn't mean that I don't like to polish my nails. You probably noticed, not in this video, but in most of them, I've got nail polish on all the time. And I wear whatever color suits me. I don't care. There's no such thing as being too old. If you want to wear glitter, if you want to get a tattoo, knock yourself out. It's your body, your life. You only live once. Although I don't have any tattoos. But if that's what you want to do, go ahead. There's no rules, and you only come around here once. And if that's something you've always wanted to do, then go ahead and do it. I need to love myself more, and just be happy in the body that I have at the present time, because as we all know, we're always so critical of how we look. I'm using watercolor pencils here. I think I will use these ones. These are actually watercolor crayon. It's funny too, as you get older, you realize you don't really want a lot of stuff, for a lot of material things. You kind of want for things that are like, you know, happiness, people to be happy, things like that. Another thing that I've learned, very, very important, ladies, to moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. It's so funny because people always look at me and they go, you don't look 60. Like, oh my goodness, and your skin is so soft and da-da-da-da-da. Part of that, I think, is genetics. African Americans typically don't tend to look their age. And another thing that I've learned is to celebrate yourself and just celebrate life. My husband and I sat down the other day, and we had just purchased a new computer and a few other little things, and then I thought, you know what, if we can purchase all these things, why don't we ever go on a trip together? Part of that was he doesn't like to fly, but again, he's going to be 65, and I said, you know what, we need to do this. So guess where we are going to? The Mayan Riviera in about a month. I'm so excited. We're going to an all-inclusive. It's going to be so nice. So we're going to celebrate his birthday, my birthday, and we will be married 40 years in June. So we're going to celebrate that too, our 40th anniversary. So that's kind of all of our celebrations all in one. So we figured, you know what? it's time. So I am so looking forward to that trip. It's going to be so nice. I made one eye bigger than the other, but oh well. It's my art journal. And probably the main thing that I've learned is that I am still learning. One of the wisest things you can do is to listen and take some advice from younger people or your kids, because sometimes they know from their experiences a little bit more than you might know about a certain subject. Okay, so here I am back with my book, and I'm such a goofball. Okay, the whole technique of this, you're not supposed to cut out the whole text. You're supposed to leave the text because it's basically text on text. So I left some of it there, but I would have ideally liked to have left all of it there. So I'm just going to now take a little bit of a pencil, a light pencil, let me see if I can find one in this mess, and draw an outline of me, or her, which is supposed to be me, just around where I want to put it on here, just a little outline. Okay, you're going to take some white gesso and a pretty thick paintbrush. I'm going to use this one here. And then you're going to draw the outline. I sort of started it with white watercolor crayon. So just take some white gesso and just kind of, it doesn't have to be really like perfect. You kind of want it to see those brush strokes. So then you're going to let that dry, and then you see my image is going to blend in there, and it almost looks like I drew her and then painted it after, and it blends, the text blends right into the page. I love how this looks. This is very neat. Okay, while this is drying, I think I'm just going to write down in the margin here and at the top all those things that I was talking about, the things that I've learned. So where it says she is I, I'm going to put a box around that so it stands out. There. And so I'm going to put, I am still learning. Moisturize, love yourself, and quality friends. Sometimes it is what it is right here. Be more flexible. Let love in. Free yourself. And celebrate. So I think that's it. So now, I think this is dry enough. I'm just gonna, I think I'll use Mod Podge for this. And just glue it down. Okay, I'm just gonna finish dolling her up now. I actually gave myself some feet. Very short legs and little stubby feet, but oh well, they're feet nonetheless. So I'm just outlining everywhere that I drew with pencil. And I think I'll give myself some pretty eyelashes. Now I'm going to take some stickles. And I haven't used these in forever, so this is a great way to use up all your old stuff in your stash. I'm just going to cut the top. It's almost empty. Oops, I'm going to cut the top. I got a little palette knife here. And I'll just put some on my shirt, because I mean, I'm 60. I gotta have some bling on. There's some sparkles. There. And one other thing that I've learned, like when you turn 60, or whatever age you change, like when you go from your 20s to your 30s to your 40s, it always amazes me when people get stressed out about aging. I don't get it. I don't get it. The older, take it from me, the older you get, the better you get. Honestly, you really, really, really do. The older you are, the better you are. And so, I mean, the only years that I didn't like so much were my 40s, but it wasn't because of my age, it was because of my health. So I feel better now than I did in my 40s. So I said when I turned 50, it was the fabulous 50s. And I think 60 would be the sassy 60s, because I'm telling you, you really think you're all that in a bag of chips. And if you're not, who cares? Because when you're 60, you are what you are. So I'm going to put sassy 60s. That's me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Whoopsie. Why don't I just leave well enough alone? There. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. So here's my text on text drawing. I don't know if you can see how cool that looks. You see you've got your text here and then text there. So it looks like you drew this all on one, because it's very flat, one surface, but yet it was two different things. Love it. So thanks a lot for watching, and here's to the end of my 50s and a whole new chapter in my life. So we'll talk to you soon, and thanks for watching. Bye.